It is without a doubt one of the sets that has surprised me the most in 2024, as it completely differs from the usual kind of builds within the theme. This 42179 Planet Earth and the Moon in orbit contains 526 elements and has a retail price of €80 or $75, which equates to a price per piece of 15 cents in euros or 14 in dollars. It has been available for purchase since March the 1st, and it's part of the space building experience LEGO has made within several themes, as you can see by the design of the box and the colors of the constructions, white and especially reddish orange. The set has 4 paper bags where we'll set up an orrery highlighting the Sun, Moon and Earth. We start by building the base, which sits on 4 tires or wheels, a perfect choice to soften the impact and oscillations of the construction while it is being rotated, which however is not enough, but I'll talk about that later. In the second bag we start building the first mechanism with a huge turntable and the connection to the crank that will move the set. Some sort of white brick-built panels are placed, I believe just to hide the gears a little and give a touch of white to the set to be in line with the other sets of this space partnership between themes. The next phase we have the Sun, which will obviously be in the center, the structure of the arm and the mechanism that will allow the star of our solar system to rotate. As the crank is turned, there is a pointer that indicates the month of the year the system is in, using the calendar months printed on the stickers and which we'll place on one of the round beams in reddish orange. It's really a shame that this piece is not printed, as it is a very boring and not at all simple task, as we have to align it with the element and with the other stickers. There are 6 in the same piece. Finally, the most interesting part is the only one remaining, with our planet Earth and the Moon built in their own structure that will later be connected to the larger one. The Earth is slightly tilted, as it is in reality, and the Moon will rotate it around it. And just as with the months of the year, here are the phases of the Moon indicated as it revolves around our planet. Unfortunately, these are also stickers, although there's only 4 this time on the same element. Once everything is assembled, all that's left is to try it out. And as with any Technic set that I assemble, I always think that something was done wrong and that it won't work. But no, everything was fine and the set works beautifully. The mechanism is very fluid and I'm impressed by the fact that the Sun, Earth and Moon have completely different rotation speeds from each other, and especially because those are very close to reality. If you don't believe it, just count how many times they rotate. Well, maybe you can skip Earth's 365 spins. Of course, to be more realistic, the Sun should be bigger, way bigger. But the important thing here is to understand the concept. The only flaws identified with the system are the fact that the Earth is always at the same distance from the Sun, and the structure tilts a little as the arm rotates due to its weight. In conclusion, having the opportunity to do a review a few months after the set is released has its advantages. I can read other points of view, whether I agreed with them or not, but there are always things to learn and remember. Opinions about this set have generated mixed feelings, some good, some not so much. Yes, the set has some flaws. Stickers that shouldn't be stickers, the Earth, which is always at the same distance from the Sun, and this is the worst for me, and the fact that aesthetically the set is not very beautiful. But the truth is that being more naked allows you to see all the mechanisms in operation, and this is also part of the learning process that this set shows. That's why I always prefer to see the good side of things, because this is LEGO and we can always improve or do something else with the elements, something that does not happen with other ties. Like, for example, motorizing it. This set is a breath of fresh air in this theme, and if you don't count the partnerships between Technic and other themes like Star Wars or Bionicle, I can't remember the last time a non-vehicle set was released in Technic. It's a truly educational set, and the systems and gears work very well, especially regarding the time and connection it takes to complete the rotations. This set may be a little expensive for the number of pieces it contains, but with a good offer or sale, I firmly advise you to buy it. Technic isn't usually on my shopping list, but I will buy this one, and I think that says a lot. My oldest son is only 3 years old. He knows what the Sun and the Moon are, but the concept of planet Earth and living on it is more complicated to explain. Although this set was not suitable for his age, he quickly understood what the spheres were and how they work. And now, I can't wait to take him to a real planetarium. So, what is your opinion about the set? Are you going to buy it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you LEGO for sending this set for review. Opinions on it are my own. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the upcoming reviews in the next few days, with some classic and fast sets. And most importantly, play well!